So you guys know the drill. There's about 11.5 minutes until the market's open, so we're pretty much just chilling out until then. So for right now, I'm interested to see ES has already tapped into the zone, but my personal zone for NQ is going to be just here. So ES has already tapped into our zone, which then means that given that NQ hasn't, it usually indicates weakness, so we could see a sell-off during New York Open. But given the current states of the market, and obviously what's happening on Monday, could get some weird price action to finish off the week. Definitely going to be trading safe. Yesterday I stayed out of the markets as well. I did call shorts yesterday from this area here, and that was kind of following a similar thing. ES hadn't taken out what area was it? ES hadn't taken out one of these lows, I believe, but NQ had, and then NQ pushed up, so I wanted to see ES basically get dragged down to take the lows. And obviously that then brings NQ down with it, so managed to catch, well, I didn't catch it because I didn't enter, but managed to call out decent shorts yesterday. Yeah, it's been a pretty slow week for my trading, to be honest. We had a setup on Monday. It was on the 1 minute time frame, and that was just following my kind of standard analysis. So we came up, we had a nice break here, and then we had continual breaks, which I always love to see. We planted in this low here as our liquidity. So then we were targeting the 50% retracement of this zone, which we then got tapped into. So we went long just here. Our stop loss 1 tick below, targeting the previous high, and it was a 10 risk to reward trade for 140 points of profit. You could have retaken it further down here. It kind of retapped into our zone going off of this newly planted order block, but I didn't really want to. So I still entered, but I entered smaller position, which I believe I shared in the trading chat. Ended up catching it up to this high here, and secured about 4% of the account in profit. So overall, it wasn't too bad, but it's probably the only decent setup that we've actually had kind of all week. Definitely been quite a volatile week. We also had quite a lot of heavy news this week. So we had PPI, CPI. I believe we also had retail sales. So yeah, been pretty intense this week. Just under 7 minutes until the market's open, so we'll see if we get that sell-off that we're looking for, or if NQ wants to push up to our 5 minute zone that it's deleted from my charts. I believe it's somewhere around here. So this is going to be our key area of interest. I'm not too focused on these highs up here. Not really sure what I expect from market open, to be honest. You can see NQ's kind of attacking these highs. ES is still kind of far away from it, including the wicks. So yeah, possible push up on NQ, and then ES maybe tapped into the 50. And then I think we might get a quite large sell-off. Okay, markets have opened. And we're getting quite an immediate sell-off on NQ, but I'm not convinced by it. I feel like we'll push up a bit higher. US 30 seems unsure for now. US 30 didn't really match the same sort of volume as NQ did. It was only 140 points. NQ was like sort of like 250, 300, something like that. Yeah, 320. So, you know, usually you get bigger moves on US 30 compared to NQ, but it's quite strange that it's reversed. We have a lot of room to go down, especially compared to like kind of the rest of the week. Yeah, we've got significant price draw from here. We've got this area of interest down below. So we definitely have the capabilities of dropping a lot lower. Yeah, that's kind of what I'm hoping. Maybe I don't know. Maybe next week will be, you know, a little bit sort of degen, given that Donald Trump will get in. You know, we all kind of saw what happened when he won the election. Everything just kind of absolutely ripped. So maybe we get another week like that, and then things start settling down, and yeah, we start getting the usual markets that we know and love, you know. Because my original idea a few weeks back was this area here was of high interest to me. So, you know, we got a nice 1 hour tap in down here, off of an order block that was somewhere down there. And then I basically wanted to see like kind of continued long-term bullish movement back up into this zone before then selling off, and then kind of get the first half of this year as bearish movement on NQ, given how much we've pushed up in the last sort of 2 years. But that's a very sort of, you know, prospective estimate, because it's always hard to try and guess whereabouts things will be, you know, a year from now, 2 years from now, kind of thing. Especially when, you know, so much is going wrong in the world, like different wars breaking out, different resources becoming scarce, things like that. It's just kind of change things in a flip of a coin. Okay, we could get something decent around here. Go through to the highest high. Yeah. I reckon if it goes to 2717, then it will definitely go to the highest high. It was like 2724, 2725, something like that. But also, it's not really dropping with any conviction, you know. It's not necessarily dropping as much as I'd like either. Now, I know that we've had sort of a, you know, almost 200-point drop since the high, but a correction sort of down to sort of like Asia low area would be ideal. I know that'll take time, but yeah, another 300 points to go until that area. Okay, this is kind of a pivotal area for NQ right now. Okay, I've entered shorts on NQ. I'm in just there. I'm not too sure on whereabouts to have a stop loss, so I'll just drag it off the screen for now. I'm just going to watch price action a little bit before I decide. Like I said, I'm kind of liking the fact that ES has managed to work its ways back up to the highs. NQ's definitely struggling. So if ES now gets weakness and kind of continues in this range, and it ends up coming back down, NQ should then have a move to like the lower side, possibly targeting this low here, which is going to be acting as a price draw. And yeah, just overall wanting to see some sell side. This is definitely going to be more of a scalpy type trade, but given the setups that were not setups, but the structure that we're really having today, it's not really allowing for any you know decent A+ setups, you know. So I'm in with a small position. I'm not risking too much, but just wanting to see how it plays out. We really now want to come and take out this area here. If we can sweep this, then I see no reason why we then should bounce back up. We should then come target these lows. I think if N-Cube takes these highs, I'm just going to cut the trade short. I don't want us to come and take the highs. Like I said, this is a bit more of a scalpy type trade, so you know I don't want to let it run too much. I don't want to give it that breathing room that you normally would on a trade. It's really struggling in this area, isn't it? For both sides, struggling to go up and down. Most. I'm holding XRP until $10. So when the price of XRP hits $10, I'll be selling everything I've got. And probably staying out of the crypto world at that point, actually. I don't really want to do meme coins, and I feel like no new coins are really being made. You know, with any actual use. I feel like XRP is kind of just dominating the market at the moment. Come on, give us a break to the downside now, and then it should just keep going after that point. Yeah, ES is like barely moving down, and NQ is having these big reactions from it. So if ES can just get a little bit more selling pressure behind it and bring the price back down to sort of, you know, the New York 15-minute range, then you know I'll be very happy with it. But it's just we're just not quite getting it, you know. Yeah, ES is still pushing up. But again, like ES had this tiny little drop, and NQ is straight back down. Like it's definitely we're definitely in a battle zone at the moment. It's a weird one. I'd just love to see sort of a 50 point drop back down to these lows. Okay. Yeah, you see what I mean? Like ES, little drop, And then NQ just reacts. So nice. Like, we're definitely bearish for the day. Are we going to break this low? I'm not liking how it's getting bought up straight away, though. I'm going to close half here. And my stop is now officially going to be at break even. Just because we've tapped into an order block and we could see a retracement to the upside. I don't think we will, but with the way that the markets have been today, it's better to just play it safe, you know. Given a bigger stop loss, I dropped the lot size. Yeah, it was a tricky one. It was a tricky one to kind of judge whereabouts a stop loss would be, because originally I was thinking like this high here, but then we also had like this 1 minute fair value gap. So then ideally it would have been, you know, sort of this high, but I wanted to kind of get a bit more of a retracement, you know, maybe even get a tap into this fair value gap, you know, get short here, stop loss up there, and then sort of go for only like a 1 to 2 or something like that. But yeah, it was a tricky trade, but I'm glad that it worked out. I had a feeling we'd keep coming down. Now we just want to attack this price draw here, close half, and then just leave the rest to run sort of down to the London range high. So that'll be sort of whereabouts I'm securing all of my profits. I'm not sure if it will hit that or if it will, you know, stop me out at break even, but ideally I want to get this closed off. It'll secure me about another $500. But overall, I'm kind of happy with the trade. What's your balance on the challenge? What, on the 200k? Not great, to be honest. I kind of went a bit stupid on gold. So it's on 198,000. So I'm down 1% on it. So not great, but it's nothing I can't really recover. I got it. When did I get it? Wednesday, I think. Wednesday night. The laugh after you mentioned gold. Don't. Gold. Me and gold have a bad history. All right. It's a very abusive relationship. The police are involved. They're currently on the manhunt for the man who is called XAUUSD, and yeah, all we know is his license plate and that he's just very, very aggressive. But no, overall, basically for the 200k, I'm playing it very safe, and I'm just waiting for a setup very similar to this. You know, sadly I didn't have it on Monday, but it will be a case of, you know, I'll be risking sort of 0.5% to 1% when I see a trade following my exact setup. And overall, you know, it's a 10R, so it'll either make me 5% or 10%. I only need to make 6% to pass. It's a 3-phase, so I'm on phase 1 at the moment. And yeah, I'm just testing out the account type and, you know, just kind of getting to know it a little bit at the moment. I've had a big retracement back to the upside. I don't think it'll hit stop loss just yet. I do think that we'll at least come and take out this low first. We'll see. We'll see. Most. If you could sort of, you know, do like a little screenshot of the trade or anything like that, maybe tag me in the trading room. That'd be really appreciated. You know, maybe try and get some more people interested at the next stream. You know, just mention, you know, you caught it on the stream, blah blah blah. Try and get some more people in here. You know. Also, I got invited to a podcast the other day, so who knows? You might be seeing your boy in other places as well. It's going to be me and Rudy, just doing a mindset podcast. But I joined it very briefly last week, this week, and yeah, I got invited to basically be a full-time sort of guest for at least one episode. I'm not sure if it'll be a permanent episode, but yeah. So that should be fun. I'm going to be advertising my own Discord in there. Hopefully get some new people that want to, you know, come along, watch me trade. Hopefully we can all make money together. And yeah, it'll be a good time. I'm quite excited for it. I'll speak with Rudy and see if it's still going ahead though. It's a shame I dramatically reduced lot size. Would have been a large profit. Out of interest, how many lots did you start off with, and how many lots did you like reduce it down to? Also, for anyone that has kind of, you know, joined me in my streams on like a frequent basis, will know that I don't normally go break even on trades. So this is, I don't know, I'm not used to seeing like a trade with no stop loss on my on my trading view. It's really weird. Just doesn't feel right. I'm using the new platform, which is very different with the old one. And lot sizes are different. So I started with 8 lots, and so it doesn't make much sense, and dropped to half, and again dropped lower, given it's Friday and last day before Trump. Yeah, that's fair. What account size is it if you're doing it with 8 lots? I'd assume like a 50k, 100k, something along 100k, yeah. And the contract sizes, is it 1, the contract size? Or is it 10? So if it's 10, then 8 would be a lot. Although if you said you made 50 quid, so I see. Yeah, guys, buy my EA. You know, I make 3 to 4% daily, every single day, even when the markets are closed. You know, the robot actually bypasses like the security firewall and manages to trade. I've got 125 trillion pound in the bank right now. Oh yeah, okay. So yeah, contract size is 1. That's good. I always prefer it when prop firms have contract size of 1. My father owns the market. Do you know who my dad is? Yeah, I always get a bit spun out when contract sizes aren't 1-to-1. You know, there was one prop firm, I can't remember who it was, but they had contract size of 5, and I'd never seen that before, and that made it really hard to work out like lot sizes, because then you, like, I know it sounds really simple, but like when you're trying to do it like sort of off the bat, it was so weird, because it was just like, it wasn't just, you know, 10 times, it was 5 times. So it's like you have to kind of multiply it by 10, then half it. Yeah, it made it really awkward. But then they had like another one. This one is MetaTrader 5 is what I always go for. It's what this one is. But yeah, MetaTrader 5 is always my go-to for Forex. I've never been a fan of, is it Match Trader? I think it's called Match Trader. Um, not a fan of that. I've never tried Trade Locker. I wouldn't mind trying Trade Locker because they've got the like auto calculation thing. So it's like a risk calculator where, like, you know, it automatically works out like your lot sizes based on how much you want to risk for per position. So, you know, you set like where you want to enter, you set your stop loss, and it automatically does like 1% risk or 0.5% risk. And that sounds really cool. There's currently another platform that I got invited to test out. And it's called Wealth Charts. And it's really weird. So, like, when you first join, it's this, and it just feels like there's too much going off, and you've got like 10 different tabs open, and you know, like, you can't really see like your account's profits anywhere, or, you know, like your account balance or anything like this. And so you had to go, I think it was main menu, yeah, and then you have to enter the prop firm that you're with, and then it will have like, I'm not going to do it because I don't want to, you know, advertise or whatever. But you put it in, and then like it has like presets, and then it goes on, and yeah, it's a weird platform. I'd just got on here today. I don't know what any of these do. Time frame? No. Okay, so it seems like this is for charts, but it's not a chart, and it's just really weird. Like, yeah, but I like I said, I got invited to test it. I don't think I'll ever actually use it, but I don't mind testing a new new platform. Yeah, I think membership costs like 2,000 a year to use it, and you know, they've given me free membership, and you know, they just basically ask for feedback on what you think of the platform. So who knows? Could be like the next MetaTrader. That's probably going to be me done for the day, to be honest, guys. I'm gonna get out of the trade here. Closed it for an extra like $80. So yeah, not the best day, but again, it's not really been the best week. It was only really Monday that actually offered any decent setups. Everything else has been really choppy this week, so I always say it's better to either take very small positions or to just stay out when there's a lot of market uncertainty. You know, if people are able to, you know, catch these types of breakouts, then, you know, by all means go for it. I mean, you know, you had a perfect buying opportunity just here as we filled this inverse fair value gap on like the like liquidity sweep, which, I mean, that would have been a crazy long if you'd have trailed it. Yeah. You know, trailing it as, you know, we've come up, drop that down, come back up, take this, so now you have your stop loss at this low, come back down, push up, break these highs, so now stop loss is there, break out, took this, so now your stop loss is here. Would have been a crazy trade, but the actual odds of you ever catching something like that are, yeah, exactly, it's a Lambo trade, it's unheard of, you know. And also having the balls to be able to hold a trade that's, I mean, what, it was, yeah, like 500 points. Especially just simply going off of one like liquidity point sweep is, yeah, it's unheard of and extremely hard to really do. Everything else this week has just been pretty choppy. So I've mostly just been staying out or just staying safe, you know. NQ is dropping back down a little bit, but I'm not too fussed about that. But yeah, that's going to be me, guys. There's nothing else really to look for, in my opinion. Gold peaked at basically 27.15. Be interested to see if it does hit the 27.17 mark. Thanks a lot for your time, guys. For those of you that joined the trade, I'm glad you made some profit. And yeah, catch you all next week.